Hi, I'm Elisa Zhang, and I'm a physician as well as a money coach. So, in continuation of this series of mistakes that I see physicians make with their money, the next mistake I'm going to talk about today is making loans with money. So, as a physician, yes, you have money and maybe you have money to spare, but in general, it's probably best not to actually make loans with the money unless it's an actual formal loan that's a formal investment. Like you are loaning someone money to buy a house and you are actually going to have a mortgage. There's going to be, it's going to go through a title agency and you're really acting as a bank. And this is actually going to be a full on financial investment. And you've actually, and this isn't just for like a friend, it probably is going to be for someone you know, but it's someone with a good credit rating and a good reason of why they're coming to you and you're loaning the money. So for example, I did do this once. I had a friend who wanted to buy a single family home as a rental, and she wanted to do it out of her self-directed IRA. And she didn't, her self-directed Roth IRA, and she didn't have enough money in there to buy the house outright, but she had enough to have a very sizable, like more than 20% down payment. And so then I did loan her the money to her I loaned the money to her IRA because the reason why she needed the loan from someone like me, as opposed to going to a bank, was not because of her credit worthiness. She had great credit and she had, income, but very few banks are going to loan to an IRA. So I loaned the money essentially to the IRA so the IRA could buy the house. And then she made payments and we went through a title agency and there were mortgage papers and she made the payments and paid off the loan. And so she made money, I made money, that worked out great. But you want to do everything properly as an investment. What you don't want to do is just loan a family member or a friend money and when they tell them they can pay it back when they're back on their feet or things are better, because chances are that money's never actually going to get paid back. And you shouldn't look at it as a loan. So if you do want to help out a friend or family member, then just make it a gift. Don't loan large amounts of money out if you are actually expecting to come back. It can really sour relationships. And that's not something you necessarily want to do with friends or family. So if you really want to help them and they need the money, just make it a gift. If you have to make it a loan because it's over the gift amount, in order to evade taxes, then and you can do that, but in your mind, just think of it as a gift that you're giving. It's not a loan that's going to get paid back. So the only time you should really be making loans is when it's actually truly a loan that's done in the same style as if a bank were giving out a loan. Otherwise, if it's friends and family, like it is a gift of money that you are happy and willingly giving, or it's saying no. And yes, saying no to friends and family asking you for money can be hard, but if it's not money that you are willing to just gift, then the answer should be no. So hopefully you're just not even in this situation. Hopefully no one's actually asking you for money as a loan. And maybe it's a little different if it's your children that you're doing it with, but in general, you don't want to be making a lot of loans to friends and family or, even strangers, but you want to just give gifts and give freely that way and be happy that you're able to help someone, or just say no if it's really going to have to be a loan, if it's not money that you can actually give without needing it to come back, or you want it to come back, or you're thinking that it is going to get paid back. So those are my words of advice. Take it or leave it. But I do think that it's wiser just, for the health of relationships, to give gifts, be generous, do it from a place of generosity. If you're not doing it from a place of generosity, if every time you think about this gift that you gave to the person, you're having negative thoughts about it, then I would say then the answer is no as well. So in the end, it's really about what you want to do and what feels good to you and getting in touch with that. So if you would like to reach out to me, I'd love to hear from you. You can always reach out to me by going to my website, growyourwealthymindset.com. I also now have a podcast out, so that may be an easier way for you to get this information. Of course, there are going to be overlaps between these videos and the podcast. Some information is definitely going to be the same, but I just want to put out all this content in whatever media people want to see it in. So thanks for watching.